And we are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, South Florida. Hello, world. This is Robert Henderson Jr., live in the beautiful studios with my partner, brother from another mother, James T, right here in the studio, y'all, right at the Henderson Financial Group. Yes, he's here in the flesh.
I had to be in this.
He had to be in the room, huh?
In the room. Come
boy,
on in the
James
room.
T, boy, I tell you, you right here in the Henderson Financial Group studio. What a wonderful, wonderful day. And what a blessing it is.
Oh, it is.
To have you, brother, right here together, talking to the people, educating the people.
Man, I want to thank you, Doc, for all that you do.
No, I want to thank you for all that you do.
Okay. We want to thank each other for all that we do.
That's good. We want to thank each other for all that we do. Miss Redhead, how you doing? Bright Eye and Bushy Tail. Mr. Redhead there with you? Okay. The gang's all coming in. We're going to have a wonderful show today. As a matter of fact, there's several things I want to talk about. One of them is I want to discuss that whole reverse mortgage and reverse purchase thing.
Okay.
Because a lot of people still confused about that. And they think that, government want to take your house. But I want to talk about that. What's up, P. Parnell Victor? What's happening? Hey, Parnell, I got the developer coming in today that you recommended, him and his wife. So I'll tell you all about that good referral, brother. So I'll tell you more about that.
Man, you are really getting, because I'm getting texts, I'm getting calls, people who are watching and listening.
Recognize truth.
But they also recognize how much we don't know.
Yes.
That we need to know.
Yes.
If we are going to continue to grow. And
yes.
It is so important. I when I called you last evening, when I texted you, I was just surprised at the text I got when it said, "Hey man, can you help me to get hooked up with Henderson Financial Group?" And when I'm not going to share who it was, yes. But the fact is, I said, "Oh my goodness," and I text you. But folks, I really do want you to know that it is so important that we continue to learn, that we continue to earn, and Robert can help you to help yourself and your family in learning and earning.
Yes, yes. As soon as you say Robert can help you, I just thought about my father.
Okay.
As soon as you say Robert can help you, I say me. I'm just a channel.
Well,
I thought about my father. As soon as you were saying that, I said, Robert, I'm just a vessel. I'm a channel. Those of y'all, when I say my father, we're talking about the creator of the heavens and the universe.
Amen.
And the earth.
Amen.
That's what we're talking about.
But it's so important, Rob, that we do that because on a day like today, and I give me an opportunity, if I may, to say that 33 years ago, Jerry Russian and I came together. I started programming a station here in the area, and it was called WEDR Soul Star Force 99.
Mm-hmm.
We changed the name to 99 Jams.
I remember that.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I just been given a vision of taking a noun, and I said, okay, but I want action. Mm-hmm. So why not, hey, take a noun and make it a verb. Okay. And with that concept, it became 99 Jams.
The whole name changed.
It was the name, but it said also what we did.
Jam.
And today, my daughter started her first day today on the station that 33 years ago
99 Jams.
We created.
Oh wow, Jams. Man! Congratulations,
so
Kristen
Cash.
Kristen Cash.
She's on weekends now, and when I told her, I said, "God is good." She said all the time. I said, "It ain't nothing better." So when you talk about how the Creator uses us,
yes,
and uses us to be a blessing to others,
yes,
I look forward to this program, whether I'm here in the studio with you, or whether I'm at home joining, or sometimes whether I'm outside and we're talking from outside as well.
Yes, because when you said that, give thanks to Robert, and I always, a lot of times when I'm by myself, I'm in the car, and I said, thank you, Father, for a sound mind. Because that's a gift to be able to be in your right mind, and I know it's a gift to be able to feel like you needed to help and to share.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people just don't naturally share, And I for some reason, I don't know the reason why I don't boast or try to take credit, because I didn't make myself. And I realized I didn't make myself, because if I'd have made myself, man, I'd be at least 7 feet tall, not 5'9". You know what I mean? I'd have been dunking a basketball backwards. You know what I mean? So therefore, I don't give credit to me, myself, and I mean, I know what I'm in charge with doing, and it's just something that I do believe that the more I give, the more I will get. Now, when I say get, I'm not talking about material things.
Exactly.
The more I get wisdom and understanding, because I pray not for money, I pray for more wisdom, more understanding, so I can take it in and then I can give it out to God's people, the people who understand. It's been working pretty well for me, like doing that.
Oh, Rob, because when you even said being 7 foot, you know what you would have been if you were 7. You'd have been a basketball player, and we'd have missed out.
If I'd have made myself, right? So that means that
Yeah. So
the creator had something else for me to do.
I'm glad you didn't make yourself.
You're like, nah.
Rob.
We want you black with all the melanin. We want you black with you with them glasses on.
I've still been sitting up there with all the money in the wall, and I'm trying to figure out, how do I do this?
Yeah.
Rather than being able to get some information from someone.
I know, man. I believe that. My father, when I went and I was talking to him, he was in Chicago, and he was a drunk. He didn't raise me, but he was so happy that I didn't hate him. And I said, man, you know, if you wouldn't have been a drunk, and you would have raised me, I know I wouldn't have took this path that I took him. So I cannot be upset with you, because I love the path that I take. And he says, what? I said, yeah.
Different way of thinking.
A totally different way of thinking, man. You know, that's why when you're blessed, all the trials and tribulations that you have went through, a lot of us needed it for learning, because you learn by mistakes, you learn by trials and tribulations. You don't want to go through them, you hate them, but if they don't kill you, they make you better. They make you stronger. You know what I mean? So anyway, so today I want to talk about several things. One, I want to talk about this whole concept of reverse mortgage. The new reverse mortgage, not that old reverse mortgage. When I say new, it really is new and improved. I mean, you think about everything, man. We was talking about this before the show. When you think about most things in life, there's growth and development and expansion. We're all put here for growth, development, and expansion. And when you don't grow and develop and expand, you die. And even if you don't physically die, you mentally die. I mean, you feel like there's nothing to be happy about, you know? And there's a lot of people walking around. That's what they call the living dead. They just don't have. Matter of fact, they'll shoot you. Shoot me.
You have to worry about them.
You got to worry about them, because they don't love life. They don't have what we have.
We've been seeing that in our country.
Oh man, we've been seeing in our country, people just kill people and kill themselves. I ain't killing nobody, and I ain't killing myself. I love life. You know what I mean?
Look forward to it every
Look
day.
forward to it. Just
Every
joy.
day.
Just, you know. So you know, with me and James, I know we speak because we're from the same father. We believe what's mine was what's his was mine. You know, we had one sandwich right here. We're gonna split it. I ain't gotta ask him, James, can you give me a piece? He gonna say, here, Rob, here. You know, I just know it, you know, because we look farther than what we can see.
Oh man, that's powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we always
that's it.
look farther than what we can see.
Most people don't even ask for that, Robert.
They don't even know they don't even know there's more.
Rob, anything we see, we can get.
Oh yeah, that's
I
nothing.
want that I can't see.
That's
that he has for me.
that's
'Cause
what
a lot of things we can't see, other people got for us. We don't want that. We want that we cannot see, folks. If that has been my mantra since August 22nd. Yeah, I just want that the Creator has for me that I cannot ask, think, or imagine.
Okay, got it. All right. So let the church say amen.
Okay, let's move.
Let the church say amen. Okay, so let's get down to facts. Well, those are facts also. But let's get down to something that affects each and every one of our lives. Now, when I talk about this and I explain this to you, I'm gonna try to break it down to you like a 6-year-old. I want you to use your imagination, and I want you to apply it to yourself, apply it to the situation too. It could be your loved ones, you know, a family member, or it could be a neighbor. But when we teach and we bring wisdom and understanding to you, it's just never just for you. It's for people who you love and care about, you know, because you'll be surprised. I got a call early this week. It was Miss Anna Dupree, and I was in the middle of the day, and she called me. Mr. Dozier was there, and she said, "Robert, tell him about you can do this and you can do that and you can do this with this reverse mortgage." And he says, well, let me ask some questions, and she
Ooh,
knew it.
good.
Well, Miss Dupree, if you listening, boy, you was spot on. I taught you well.
Good,
So the point is, when I'm telling you all something and we're talking about something, I want you to go and learn it, and then you can regurgitate it to other people so they can know, because we got to empower each other. We got to empower ourselves, okay? You got to empower. We're greater, not just one. There's no such thing as independence. That's not. You never can reach your highest high being independent. Interdependent, you can reach zenith. There's no telling how far you can go. See, me, Robert, by myself, I can only go so far. But if I got James T next to me, woo, I may miss the shot. He gonna make it. You know what I mean? If he hot today, I don't have to be hot. He got it. And if he's not hot, I may make that shot. Boy, y'all seen it. Y'all seen the Miami Heat game last night?
Oh,
woo, man. Okay. All right. So interdependent is just a hell of just a strong weapon. And why I know that's true, look at our 5 fingers. They ain't just got one thumb. We got all these 5. They different shapes, different sizes, but they all function different. But coming together, it's powerful. Okay, so here's a story that I'm going to tell you guys, and I want you to see if you can relate to it and understand it. So a couple came to me and they said, Robert, listen. He says he's 70 years old and she's 65. They have a house and they say it's valued at about $400,000. And they owe $150,000 on the first mortgage. And they both retired now. They retired. They didn't have a lot of weight in a pension. They didn't put a lot of money away. They own Social Security. But their monthly payment is $2,100 a month. Mm-hmm. Even though they've been paying extra, but it's $2,100, they still owe $150,000 on that first mortgage. And the house is valued at $400,000.
And then how long they been paying extra? They must have just started.
Well, yeah, they just started paying extra, like a year ago, but a 30-year mortgage. Okay. But they still owe, they still owe $150,000. So they say, Rob, we're retiring, but we live in, we want to travel, we want to be able to have more cash flow. But that $2,100 nut, man, it's just hurting us. And they said, we love our home. We don't want to sell our home. We like the house. When our kids come over, we have extra room. And they said, Robert, somebody recommended you to us. And I said, okay. This is why we feel like there's nothing we can do, because we don't want to sell a home because other homes is just more expensive. And then, we love this. So I said, okay, I got a strategy for you. And it's called using housing wealth. See, when you say reverse mortgage, people just like, it just has bad image about it. It's like when you say insurance. People go, insurance. People don't like the word, but they really like what it does.
If they know
what it does, right? And when you say reverse mortgage, people are like, they're gonna take my house. That's the first thing people say, especially people of color. Okay, so let's go through the story. So me telling you the story, then you can understand, because a lot of wealthy people are taking advantage of the same strategy I'm gonna tell you about, and you guys don't know it. You'd be last to know. They be doing this stuff way 10, 20 years, okay? So listen, let's get the story right. Okay, we got a $400,000 value home. Mm-hmm. Have a couple. He's 70, she's 65. They owe $150,000 on this first mortgage.
Okay.
The monthly payment is $2,100. Okay. So I said, listen, you don't have to sell your house. You don't have to live tight. They up here, car notes, this and that, helping out with the children, just a whole lot of stuff. They got a timeshare. They got suckered into that. Oh, they don't even use it no more, but they got to pay that. She has some medical issues. So I say, listen, we'll do this thing called the new reverse mortgage, and we do it at the Henderson Financial Group. We can actually put it together for you and help, and we do it now. We used to send it out, but then we'll start helping our clients, because be personable. We can explain it to them and help them. We can do it all over the country, Okay, so in this case right here, I said, okay, let me look at your numbers. The house is valued at $400,000. Okay, in order to do a reverse mortgage, you have to be at least 62 years old. It's a government program. Yes. And y'all know the government have more money than they got a printing machine, right?
And they qualify.
Now, how do you qualify is you have to be legally the owner of the property. And the old reverse mortgage means that if the old person died and the younger person, you have to sell a house. The new reverse mortgage says both people, husband and wife, can stay in the house forever. And forever is forever. Only time it ain't forever is when you're dead. Both got to be dead. All right.
Both.
Okay. So in this situation right here, $400,000 house valued at $150,000 first mortgage. Monthly payment is $2,100. I said, what we can do is do a reverse mortgage. In first mortgage, always want to be first position.
Mhm.
They're not like a HELOC, a second mortgage, or a line of credit. No,
Mhm.
they say we don't want no problems. So they got the first mortgage, they'll come in and pay off that $150,000 first mortgage.
Okay.
I looked and I said, your house is valued at $400,000. You could get on a reverse mortgage. You don't have to get all the equity out, but you can get at least $175,000. They say, yeah. They said, we can take that. I said, no. You're gonna take the 175.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna pay off the 150. They're not gonna let you pay it off at closing.
Mm-hmm.
A reverse mortgage is just like a traditional mortgage. It's still a mortgage. It's still just a mortgage. We just saying reverse mortgage because you ain't paying. A regular mortgage, when you take a loan out, you got to pay. The reverse mortgage means you ain't got to pay until you're dead. That's the click. But it's still a reverse mortgage. After I go through this section, I'm going to tell you about a reverse purchase. Okay, well, let's stay right here right now. Because you can take it, put it in reverse. You can put it, go forward, or you can just do what average person do, just get a mortgage. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So in this case, I say, well, you qualify the house value because it depends on what's the value of your home, and it also depends on your age.
Okay.
How much money that the government will give you a loan for.
All right.
So you have a $400,000 house, they qualify for $175,000. Since they already owe $150 on the first mortgage, part of that $175 is going to take out that, pay off that first mortgage and get them out the way. And then now you have $25,000 equity. In other words, $25,000 extra. You can take that $25,000 and put in your pocket and go on vacation, or you can say just leave it in the house and put it in the line of credit. Now you put it in the line of credit. That's $175,000. You don't have took out the first mortgage, replaced it with a $150,000 standing steel mortgage that you don't have to make monthly payments on. The $25,000 goes into the house. It's a line of credit. They give you a checkbook and they give you a debit card if you want. Okay. Now, I like that new reverse mortgage because that $25,000 extra that didn't pay off the first mortgage right now is earning 7.4% interest. Tax-free.
Tax-free.
You can just let it keep accumulating tax-free. Or you can go and buy some furniture, or you could just let it keep. But the most important thing is they don't have a monthly payment.
Boom.
That $2,100, they just got a raise. They cash flow is good, isn't it?
That's Linda jumped in my head and said, Robert, I could hear the people thinking. Linda, I love you. But Rob, that was what I wanted you to make sure you bring out. Now they can really live off of the income that they have coming in.
$2,100 now is theirs to keep.
Plus
Yes.
the other.
Yes.
Plus you got $25,000 that's available to you.
Yes. And if you don't even touch the $25,000,
It'll continue to grow.
oh yeah.
At 7.4
right now.
7.4. And oh, you mean to tell me it could potentially go up?
Yeah, it does. It keep going up. They getting 7% interest on that money. That's going up.
At 7%, not just on the 25. When you get to set of that compound.
Yes.
Amen.
James, people that don't look like you and I are taking advantage of this hands down because they like you can't take the house to you in heaven.
Hey.
So they're doing this. It's called the new reverse mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we got involved and said, we got to tell our people about this. We got to tell people about this because they don't understand it. And you know what? There's something in scripture that says people will perish with the lack of what? Knowledge. You don't know.
Linda just said to me, but I want to leave it to my kids.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you can. Okay, Okay, a lot of
Linda
people
just said, okay, Linda, I heard you.
okay, leave it to your kids. Now, let's fast forward. So now the 70-year-old and the 65-year-old, they're getting that $2,100. Now, okay, I left this out. When you do reverse mortgage, the government gave you the money, that 150,000, to pay off that other mortgage that you have to pay, that you have to make monthly payments on.
Mm-hmm.
See, because that mortgage says, the first mortgage that they had says, you owe us 150,000, you got to pay us 2,100. And you can't change that mortgage. You can't change that mindset. That's what they had. This new reverse mortgage says, guess what? You can owe us 150,000 and you ain't got to pay us monthly payments until you dead.
Mm-hmm.
So they replaced the old traditional mortgage people and got them out of the way. So now, but they say, listen, your new reverse mortgage people say, listen, you're responsible for paying the homeowner's insurance, because if a hurricane or flood come, we want to protect what we have our investment in. So they have to still pay homeowners insurance.
Okay.
They also still have to pay the local taxes, because you can lose your property if you ain't paid property taxes. Your municipality can take that property from you. I don't care if you didn't have a mortgage. Even if you didn't have a mortgage, you paid the house off, you didn't do a reverse mortgage, you got to continue to pay that property tax, because if you don't, the local government can take your house and foreclose.
Because there is someone out there doing that tax deed.
They're doing the tax liens and all that.
Yeah.
Yes. So you always got to be. So it's, some people say they want everything free. No, man. Some people, when you explain some things, they want everything. They're like, well, I don't like that. Let me tell you something. This is not a trick.
Well, remember, you got 25,000.
That's right. You got 25,000.
So
do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, right. So maybe what you might want to do is pay them taxes.
Well, even if you were paying $2,100,
right.
That was part of taxes and insurance. If you had an escrow,
that's already in there.
Right.
Yes.
So you just take part of that out, because every mortgage has, if you owe a bank or a mortgage company, you have to pay the principal and interest. That's a part of that mortgage. Okay. And you have to pay taxes and you have to pay insurance. Those are the three components of a mortgage. The principal and interest to the bank, and then your property taxes to your local municipality. And you have to pay for, if you have homeowners insurance. Some people go without homeowners insurance once they pay the property off, but that's a risk.
That's a real risk.
That's a risk.
In Florida.
Especially in Florida, 6 months out of the year, we're dealing with hurricanes. You know what I mean? What if? Okay. So in this case, let's think about the negatives and let's think about the positives. Think about the trade-offs. You asked me a question. You said, but these two people said that they want to leave the property for their children. That's a good thing. So now, fast forward. They have this property. They still can party in it, paint it. They can sell it anytime they want to. The deed downtown, public records, is still in their name. They just have a mortgage on it. Before they did a reverse mortgage, there is a lien on the property with a traditional mortgage. So it's the same thing. It's just a mortgage, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a mortgage. And a mortgage says that if you don't pay us, we are going to take actions to get our money, whether it's a reverse mortgage or it's not a reverse mortgage. But a reverse mortgage, the good thing about it is you don't have to pay them until both people are dead. Both.
And that's really a key.
Yes. Yeah. Both people are dead. Now, let's fast forward. Let's just say both people give up the ghost and they drop dead the next month. Okay. They ain't live 30 more years or 20 more years. Next month, they both drop dead. What happens then, reverse mortgage, the government will say, okay, we're going to give you a year. Y'all got to decide, find out who's going to pay us. Your loved ones can come in and you can sell the property, give us back $150,000. If or you could refinance and get a traditional mortgage, but you still have control, So, but when we do reverse mortgages for people, what we do, we put a little insurance on it. That's what we do. We do add it, because we full service financial planners. We don't just play checkers. We play chess. We thinking about moves. What if this happened? What if he died? What if she died? What if he gets sick? It's just not one dimensional. That's why we just not investments. We what we call total financial planning. We look at everything. If I had to describe what the Henderson Financial Group do, we do MRIs. we want to do ultrasound. You know what I mean? MRIs and X-rays. We want to look at the charts. We want to look at. We see what you're saying, but we want to go and look at the numbers. We want to look at the cash flow. We want to look at, just in case you give it the ghost and you're gone, will your wife or your husband be able to still sustain and live their same lifestyle? That's what we do at the Henderson Financial Group. So we're not just, investing, buying stocks, buying Apple, buying this. We look at the whole picture, and we love doing it. That's why our job is so exciting. We love it, That's what we do.
I believe that and what you're saying is you need a coach, folks.
Yes.
You really do. Because, hey, life is not, I wake up and I know what's going to happen today. You never know what's going to happen during the day.
Right.
So you want to be prepared to say, well, if it's raining, I've got an umbrella. Or if it's raining, hey, maybe I'll work from home today. Or maybe I'll stay at home today. If I plan to go to the beach, if it's raining, but I can still be just as comfortable and just as happy. Because most times when people retire, the one thing they fear probably is first health.
After that, running out of money. Health first, and then running out of money.
Yes,
in that order.
I don't want to get sick.
Oh Lord, you don't want to go to them hospitals. Ooh, that's a whole story.
I don't even want to get sick at home.
You don't want to. Man.
You don't want to get sick.
Ooh, man.
But you definitely don't want to run out of money.
Oh,
we were talking earlier this morning. It says, what people will sometimes do is, if you go out there and use all that you retired on to make an investment in something,
a new business, first time, right?
Yeah. One thing you can be assured of, you're gonna be looking for another job. Yeah. So that's why the Henderson Financial Group is it's so important that you get with someone who can say, okay, if this is what this is what you'd like to do, and this is what your goal is, or what you're aiming for. Here is how we're going to play this game.
Right.
To win. To win. Yeah. You don't have to be Butler, or you don't have to be Tatum, or you don't have, hey, you can be who you are and win.
Yes, you can. But you need a coach.
You need
and the coaches, and you need a coaching staff, because the coach got to have a staff.
Come on.
Because Robert Henderson don't just do it by himself. I mean, I got Antonio, I got Tavares. I mean, I got Hyacinth. I mean, we
network too.
Oh man, I got I got Larissa. You know what I mean? I got Donna. I mean, we able to call.
So, folks, if you have a question, and you post a question up in the chat, because I truly do believe that in some cases people think and feel, Rob, I can't do this, but there is a way.
Yeah, one of the things that we do with the Henderson Financial Group, we have this program called a GPS, where we actually analyze and diagnose your spending habits and see exactly, we find the money. We find the money. You tell us exactly how much money coming in, how much money going out, and we're going to tell you what a waste is. And most people have a lot of waste, and we take that waste and help you live a better life. We don't want to interrupt, your lifestyle, but we take what you don't know how to use and teach you how to use it better. And it's always waste.
Always.
Oh man, it's always. If you working now, if you ain't working, if you ain't working, you're not gainfully employed, then it's always some waste, because people buy and shop wrong. They buy too many. One couple came in here. They had cable TV, they had direct TV, they had streaming, they had all this stuff. We said, man, that's too much. Then he had term insurance, and then they had a group term insurance, then they had an Aflac, then they had this, and then she had that. And I'm like, well, y'all got all this stuff. And they had a cancer insurance, they got all that. I'm like, all this is waste. It's junk. Then they had one of the big wastes is that accidental death insurance. They both had accidental death. I say, you ain't worried about dying. You just worry about dying by an accident. So if you die, they ain't gonna pay you. It got to be an accident. Why don't you do something? Why don't you get a policy to say dead is dead, whether it's an accident or you just woke up dead?
And now save that money.
You got to be. You can't. You got to die a certain way. What kind of cocky mania is that? There's a lot of people that got life insurance, but they got accidental death insurance.
Okay.
They
life insurance. Why?
because they disguise it as life insurance. But when you read this accidental death policy, meaning that if
So
they
somebody sold them something.
yeah, somebody
Okay.
it came in the mail, it was cheap,
No.
$15 a month, and it's
Yeah.
life insurance, but it's accidental life insurance.
Okay.
When you read, mean that you have to be in an accident and die.
So when you get 1 million people to pay that $15
Oh.
a month,
A month, that's 15 million a month. That's one of the most profitable.
Isn't that
That's one of the
something?
most profitable. I don't want to say scams. That's one of the most profitable. I don't want to say scheme. Nobody suing me. That's one of the most profitable business models.
Business models.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Say-
my
say,
God.
get a small amount from a large number of people.
Yeah. I mean, if you
And
think
they
about
sit back.
the last year, 2 years, how many people died? How many people you think died by an accident, or they just died by COVID, or they just died all of a sudden heart attack or something? They just died. Do you think more people died by accident, or you think more people just died?
And so, and that policy probably does not have to pay because you just died.
That's right.
Right. you got
You got to die by accident.
Rob, and you're not here to prove that you died by accident.
And then they go further. If when you try to collect off an accidental policy, you got in a car accident, right? But you ain't down on the spot. They put you in that ambulance and took you to the hospital. There they pronounce you dead. No payment
Mhm.
because you didn't die by the accident. You died by your injuries.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, these people don't come. They got some stuff to get you, boy. If you ain't got a coach to say, tell me what this is, they clever, man.
Explain that to
Yeah.
me.
They clever.
Because when we go even to buy property,
Yes.
it's sign here. Now wait a minute.
You don't
I
know.
didn't read.
Yeah,
I didn't.
just sign.
Just sign.
Sign. Okay, so let's go back to this reverse mortgage stuff. Okay, so that's a reverse mortgage. In that case right there, you all can see the before and the after. Before they had to pay $2,100. They owed $150,000 on that property. It's worth about $400,000, and they made them more cash flow poor because they had to give that money and put it in the walls and give it to the mortgage company. But now they can still enjoy the house and sell it, whatever they want to do. And now they keep that $2,100 and they don't have to pay that until both people are dead. Now, when both people are dead, what we usually do, we'll put a life insurance on one of them.
Okay.
Or even two of them.
Okay.
Depends on their health. Okay. The type of policy that in the event that you died, the mortgage is paid off.
Oh, okay. So now
We insure that.
So now with your trust or whatever you have set up,
Right.
hey, yes, your beneficiaries
Can have it free and clear.
free and clear.
And then they can, but think about it, fast forward. What I have found over the 37 years I've been in this, James T, a lot of times parents feel that they're going to leave the house to the children. 90% of the children are not coming back to that old neighborhood. They want to sell that house and get the proceeds. And they want to do what they want to do. That was your house, big mama. That was your house, grandfather. A lot of them don't want that. Now, yeah, you do have some cases where the child lived in the house with them and took care of them. That's a different case. But oftentimes, if the child does not live with the elderly parents and they live in New York or California or Atlanta, they're not. And when the death come, they're not coming to live in that house. They don't feel,
back.
they're not moving back into the deceased parents or grandparents' house. Think about that. I know you have good intentions, like, hey, I want to make sure that we leave something for our children, so they won't be homeless. But that's New Jack. New Jack, that's old school, man. You got good hearts, good intention. But these kids nowadays, man, they don't even want to work one job for a long time. They want to work at a job 2 years and be the president or move on.
And work from home.
And work from home and want more money. And then go out and while they're home, they want to go to restaurants and go out but that's another story. But anyway,
I got my computer.
Okay, that's another story. Okay,
Yeah.
So that's what we call the new reverse mortgage. And we do it here at the Henderson Financial Group. If you want to see if you qualify, it's a lot of things you can do. As a matter of fact, I got so many stories with it. That's why when people say, oh, they no good. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? There was a couple that this guy, 70 years old, his wife is 67. I don't know why, man. I kind of do know. I've been with my wife for 36 years. May 23rd, which is next week, will be
Happy
36 years, Yeah. And 36 years being married to one woman, you see a lot. Oftentimes it'd be three people in one.
And most women would say 36 years with one man You see a lot.
That's the my wife always say that. I tell Natalie, you done been 3 people. She said, Robert, you done been 3 people. I say, I have grown, but I still keep my brush in the same sex where I've been putting it. I still have my car keys. Okay, that's another story. Okay, happy wife, happy life, right?
No.
Okay, but a lot of people, I don't know if they get the itch or they get what they call
I'll go there, Rob.
men want to get a Corvette and and get earrings in the ear, and then all of a sudden they want a convertible top, and they want Juicy Lucy, and they want to live a little, And there's a lot of men that go through that. Some women too, they want to change. I am woman. I want something new. I'm sick or tired of you. You fat and bald now. I want me a young stud, And it happens to men too. Men like, you done gained weight. I want Juicy Lucy. You know what I mean? And oftentimes his friends telling them how they got and they getting it on. It's still high school thoughts. You know what I mean? So here this guy is 70 years old. His wife is 67. All of a sudden, he want a divorce. So they come to me and it says, and he wants half. The lady loves her home. She loves her home. She this is real cases. So I can't mention any name. I'm just telling y'all a situation in case you think you have it bad. But so and she can't stop him. I said, y'all been to counseling and all that? No, yeah, we went to counseling, did all that. Okay. So he says he moving out and he wants half. So she comes to me and she says, okay, Rob, I got to sell my beautiful home. I did not want to sell it. I said, no, you don't. He said, what are you talking about, Rob? I said, you have so much equity in this home. You want half. I said, you want half, and this house is valued at $700,000. And he wants half. You could do a reverse mortgage. You can give him his half, and you still don't have no monthly payment.
And you got the house.
And you got the house.
Coach.
That was a move. That wasn't no checkered move. That was a chess move. She didn't know not of.
And neither did he.
I guess I don't know if he thought he was going. If I ain't gonna have it, you can't have it either.
We selling
this house. You got to go, and I'm going too. No. She had Robert Henderson,
right.
Henderson Financial Group. She kept her house. He don't have no monthly payment. Gave him his half. Bam.
He'll be back.
He will be back. We seen this movie before because when Juicy Lucy, when all her plastic surgery started to melt, and listen, he been with that lady over 30 years. At least he know her.
Okay,
boy. But anyway, that's one thing. Okay, all right. Okay, so another story with this reverse mortgage thing. Okay, remember, it's just the mortgage, ladies and gentlemen. You got to think outside the box, and don't be listening to your friends, your coworkers. Oh, don't get that. And I mean, listen to the young kids. A lot of them, they don't want no more. They want the house to be paid off. When you die, they're going to get it and sell it. They don't want no reverse mortgage on it because they're selfish and they're thinking about themselves, the kids, okay? But you got to have your cake and eat it too while you on this planet, because none of us know what happens next after we make our transition. We think we know. James T and we know our spirit's still going to live. We don't really know where we're going to wind up.
Yeah.
We might be in another galaxy. We might be in the 1800s. Maybe chasing dinosaurs. I don't know. We don't really know. But we do. Right. But we're going to be all right because we've done well. We've honored. Okay. But anyway, so it's just a mortgage. But check this out. The traditional mortgage say that if you want to buy a house, you put a down payment down, and the bank give the rest of the money. Lend you the rest of the money, you make a monthly payment. If you don't make the monthly payments, then the bank can foreclose. The bank don't really want your house. They want their money. They foreclose, they can sell that property to get their money and be gone. So they don't really want your house. Don't stop thinking they want your house. They want your money. As long as you give money, they don't care if I give them your money. If I pay your mortgage, they don't care who it come from. They just want the money, okay, monthly. That's traditional mortgage. The reverse mortgage, this traditional mortgage, the only thing is that you don't have to pay the payments. You can suspend the payments so you can keep your money because you want more cash flow. That's a good option to have. But there's a third type. It's called a reverse purchase. Bam. So a reverse purchase is, let's say you do have a house and you want to move out of Florida because you're sick of these hurricanes and sick of this governor, and you sick of all this stuff. You're just sick of this. You're just sick. The property taxes, the homeowners insurance. You're just sick of this. You've had enough. And you wanted to go to Atlanta, Georgia, somewhere in Georgia. You want to just go up north, but you're just sick of Florida. And your home is worth, let's say, $500,000, $600,000, and you sell it. Well, if it's worth $500,000, let's say worth $600,000, and you sell it, and you got husband and wife. When you sell that property, do you know that there is no taxable? It's not a taxable event if it's your primary resident. If it's been your primary resident and you sold that house, you can make a $500,000 profit and be exempt from any taxes. So let's say you bought the house for $200,000, and now the house is worth $700,000, and you sold the house. You bought it for $200,000. That's your basis. You sold it for $700,000. That's $500,000 profit. If you husband and wife, y'all get a $500,000 exempt taxes. So you pay no taxes. So now you got this $700,000. If you owe $200,000, you got $500,000 profit at closing. You sold this house. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to go down to Georgia, where the house probably don't cost as much. You can go to Georgia, Alabama, or someplace maybe you might want to go to fucking Tupelo, Mississippi.
Tupelo, Mississippi.
Or you could go to.
I'm not going to Mississippi.
You, go,
Rob, you get that out.
You might want to go to Mexico, New Mexico. You know what I mean? Or Panama. You know, there's other places. That's Idaho. It's places where you can get a better value. Okay, but more money. Okay, so now you have this pile of money and you still don't want to rent. So you got $500,000. You go down to Georgia and you see a house for $500,000. And the man tell you, hey, just put all your $500,000. That's what the husband say. The wife said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to call Robert Henderson, tell him, okay, what we do next? I said, since we helped you, because we sell houses too. So we help the clients sold their houses because we're brokers all over the country. We sell and buy real estate for clients and for ourselves. So you sold the property for $700,000. You paid off the $200,000. Now you got $500,000. You don't pay no tax on. So now you go to Georgia and you see a $500,000 house. Instead of going putting $100,000 down and having a monthly payment, because the last thing you want to do is have another monthly payment. This is time for a reverse mortgage purchase. Yes, because you're over 62 years old. So now you got this $500,000. You go down there and you see that house is worth $500,000. You don't want to pay all your cash. So you know what you have to do? You say, okay, you're going to put down reverse mortgage. You can put down 40% on that house. So it's $500,000. All you got to do is put down $200,000, and you have no monthly payments because it's a reverse purchase.
Okay, so you got $300,000 that you can get an IUL. No.
So now you got the $500,000. You put $200,000 and you don't have a monthly payment because it's a reverse mortgage purchase. Remember, anytime you're dealing with reverse mortgage or reverse mortgage purchase, there's no monthly payments and you control the house. You put down $200,000, at least you got $200,000 equity in that house.
Right.
And then that $300,000, the government will carry it and say you don't have to pay them until when? Until you're dead.
Okay. So does the government now have a policy on you when you do that reverse purchase or we set that.
We set the policy up for you.
Okay.
So when you give it the ghost and boom, you pay the $300,000. Okay. But now you got a house, a $500,000 house. The value is more than what a $500,000 house would look like in Florida because the values are cheaper than in Georgia. And you didn't have to take all your money. First of all, you ain't paying any taxes on your primary residence because that's profit. Because each person, the husband get $250,000 exemption from taxes, and you get $250,000 exemption. If you're a single person, you only get $250,000 exemption from selling the property.
So there's a way.
There is always a way. Now, just because you don't know it, that don't mean that it don't exist. Broadway, Africa. I like you, Broadway. Good morning, Broadway. How you doing, Miss Joanne Dupree? How you doing, DeLawrence? Sam, how you doing, Sam? Hey, Sam, I got good news for you, Sam. You got to call me on Monday, all right? 305-825-1444. 305-825-1444. Miss Anna Dupree, I've taught you well. You've been a good been a good student, Anna Dupree. Anna called me with Bill Dozier the
Yeah.
other day.
And she was giving him
She was letting him know, nah, there's a better way. Yeah,
all right, doing a
uh,
certain thing
doing a certain
way.
thing a certain way. Brenda Brown, good morning. Iris, how you doing? Good morning, Iris. Who else we have here? Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Curveball. Hey, man, thank you so much for the gift, man. You know, Joseph sent me a box with a delicious dessert in it, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Really appreciate your business also. Who else we have? Brenda Brown, Brenda Moore. Okay, Joanne Witherspoon, Joe Witherspoon. Islam, how you doing? Good morning. Tessany, Denise Ward, Parnell, Mr. Redhead.
Yes, he is right. Oh, he's right here. Okay, good.
Yes.
Good.
Okay, yeah, the whole gang is here. You know, listen, I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down.
And if you have any questions or comments, you can put it in the chat. Now, Rob.
Hey, Brenda Brown said my mother's home is already paid off, so she wouldn't qualify for the program. Is that correct? Absolutely not. That's not correct. As a matter of fact, Brenda, with your mom's house being paid off, we could do a reverse mortgage. She doesn't have to take any money out, or let's say the house is worth $400,000. Depending on how old your mother is, she could get, let's say, $200,000, $175,000 right now off the house. In other words, take the walls out of the money out of the walls. She won't pay a dime in taxes, and she don't have to pay the money back until she's dead. She don't have to take 200 out. She can say, okay, give me 50 out. She has options. And let's say the house is worth 400,000, and they say we'll give her 200,000 to pay off a mortgage. She don't have no mortgage. We'll just give her 200,000 and put it in her pocket, or go buy some real rental property, okay? Or just put it in the money market that's growing at 7%.
Wow.
Whoa!
This is what I'm saying, that we don't know, and we're pinching here, we're pinching there, we're saying we can't do this. I can't, well, because that word, I can't afford it. No, well, that phrase, it's hard for me to even say it, because whatever it is, and it has nothing to do with money. It's knowing how, knowing where the money is. This week, we got a caller or a listener sent in a need. They have been unable to pay their taxes on the property. They were going to be forced to move. Okay. A reverse mortgage could save all of that.
We've done that so many times.
All of that. So when you have relatives, and particularly quote unquote elderly people, and yes, they're afraid if you're talking about putting something on their home. So don't you try to explain it. Contact Henderson Financial Group.
Yeah, because there's a lot of wealthy people. They have $2-3 million homes. They do the reverse mortgage because that's a jumbo reverse mortgage. I mean, when your home is paid off, gives you even more options, because now you do the reverse mortgage, and that line of credit that they give you, you don't have to take the money out. You can just say, okay, 200,000, put it into the line of credit that's growing at 7%. You ain't taking no money out, but now you're using your house. Not only is your house appreciating value based on appraisal, but now you got the line of credit in there inside of the house, that line of credit that's growing, and you can use it anytime you want to.
Opportunity.
And then when you do use a line of credit, you ain't got to pay it back. And guess what? It's tax free. So it does not increase your taxable income when you get ready to do your taxes. See, a lot of smart people, they'll say, okay, listen, I'm taking money out of my stock portfolio because I need money to live on. The worst time to take money out of your stock portfolio or your investments is when the stock market is down. So if you have a reverse mortgage option where you can actually supplement your monthly income, we're pulling money out of the walls, which is tax free. So now it's not going to hurt you when you get ready to do income taxes. They're not, the accountant's going to say, well, you didn't pull, this money that you bought out 30,000 this year to live off, you took it off the reverse mortgage off your home. It's not taxable, so it didn't increase your tax bracket. It didn't make you don't have to pay more tax on it. When you take money from your IRA or your 401k to live on, that money is reported to Uncle Sam, and then when you get ready to do your income taxes, you have to pay tax on it. So a lot of people will defer that. They'll say, no, keep my money inside because the market is down, wait till it go up, and I'm going to use my house to the money because you paid the house off. You most of the time when you pay a house off and now you want to get money out, you got to qualify. You got to have financial statements, you got to have cash flow, you got to go and sit in front of a bank and plead and hope that they give you your money back that you done paid the house off. With reverse mortgage, you ain't got to do that. You don't need no financial statements. All you got to prove is that your name is on the deed, you own the home, and they give you money.
And the one thing, Rob, that you said earlier, this is a new reverse mortgage.
New reverse mortgage, new and improved.
Don't just think that everybody out there who's
Got
telling
the same
you,
thing, right?
has this, come on, that because of course I heard about it and that's good. No.
Yeah.
You heard of, where did you hear about it? Why don't you go where you heard about it?
Yeah.
So that you, and even if someone else tries to tell you, Rob and I will share with you. When we hear about things that's good, we bounce it off one another.
We check it
or
out.
We call someone to help us, saying, hey, here's something that we think is really good. What do you think? Can you check it out for me? I just did a situation like that this week as well. But in a reality check to a young lady who emailed into the station and said that they were just having difficulty. Now, I pray that she didn't wait till the last minute of the home being put up for auction, but she said, we're behind 3 years in our taxes and we're going to lose our home. And wow, she did not know.
People perish for not knowing, lack of knowledge, man.
She did not know that. Wait a minute. Help is on the way.
It's so much to know that you don't even know that you don't know that you don't know. It's so much. It's infinite, Hey, Brenda Moore, your mom is 84 years old. Oh my God, she really qualifies. If a house worth 300,000, 400,000, they're gonna give her. She don't have to pay it back, And you can take the money and buy real estate if you want to. You have a lot of options. If you call us on Monday, we'll discuss your situation and give you some options. There's a lot of beautiful options that you have that you may not be aware of. LJ, congratulations, brother. Congratulations, LJ. You and your wife. Congratulations. Y'all doing a good thing, We when we do financial planning, see, the reason why we like to look at life insurance first is because we like to plug up the holes. And the life insurance that we tell people about is not death insurance. Most people, when we look at life insurance, they focus on death insurance. I mean, you get this, and if you die, it's gonna leave it. We like life insurance that give living benefits, meaning that you have a life insurance. All of us gonna leave this planet, right?
As my friend Robert Henderson would say that again.
All of us gonna leave this planet.
No, we have living benefits.
We have living benefits.
See,
so we like life
big
insurance.
Difference.
We like life insurance that give us living benefits. Right. Not only we have to die to benefit. No. We like it while we get this life insurance policy, and while we're alive, we can benefit.
That was what great grandmama and those were concerned about back in the day, having enough money to bury somebody.
Yes.
Yes. That time has passed.
Yes, that time. So what we're talking about this. So we have life insurance that give you, if you have a stroke, heart attack, cancer, long-term care. That's the type of life insurance that we sell. They come all in one. We like that. We like that all in one. We even do that with mortgages. When we do mortgages, we don't like the traditional mortgage. We do the mortgages that it's all in one. It's a HELOC, a one mortgage. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about that later.
Marie is saying that do you have to have a mortgage balance to get a reverse mortgage? And no,
not at all.
He was just answering that for Brenda.
No, you don't have to. Matter of fact, if you don't have a mortgage, it's even better. Because you even get more.
Hezekiah Walker said,
you get more if you don't have a mortgage. If you don't have a mortgage, you get more, because think about this. If you don't have a mortgage, you have all that equity in the walls, all that money in the wall. If you normally want to get some out, you got to go knock on the door to a bank, qualify, fill out all this paperwork, and then you got a monthly payment. That's to get money that you've already put in there. But a reverse mortgage or a reverse purchase, a reverse mortgage, if you don't have a mortgage and you need to get money off of it, all you got to do is prove that you own the property, and they'll give you up to 50% of what the equity, 60% sometimes, depends on how old you are, and then they'll give you the money, and you can take that money and go to casino.
Nah, don't do that.
Oh, don't do that. You can take that money and go buy a car, and you don't have to pay.
Don't do that.
It's a lot of things. You can take that money. We like to take the money and go buy some real estate to
create
some cash flow and another asset. So you take one asset and make two assets, and the reverse mortgage, the money that you pull off of it, you don't have to pay it until you're dead, which is a good deal, I think.
The great thing for that life thing, multiple sources, Rob.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Increased quantities through multiple sources.
Yes.
You get that. Increase quantities.
Yes.
Through multiple sources.
And that's what a lot of people don't know how to do. How they say I'm a two-step dancer.
I'm telling you, folks, over 40 years ago, I'm guilty. I'm one of these people. I plead guilty. But this man told me over 1980.
Yeah.
James T. But he's in the walls.
But all this money you putting in the walls.
Carrying up. My thing was, hey, I own this property. I'm debt free. Da 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 da. Okay. Yeah. Hey, there's good and bad debt. Oh, really? Explain that for me. Help me to understand. Open my eyes. So this is where we are.
Doing things in a certain way.
Wherever you are, you're in a great place, particularly if you're listening and watching, because now you know the call.
Yes. Just call 305-825-1444. 305-825-1444. Okay. Our website, if you go to Henderson Financial Group, beautiful website. And it's if you go to it now, it's going to say temporary down, because we just creating oh my God, this website is going to be so user-friendly and active. And Heisey said it's going to launch on the 29th of this month.
Okay.
And we have a GPS on there where you can put your information in there, and we can create a plan and call you back. Isn't that something? Oh my God, it's so good. I'm so excited about it. Plus, we have so many different funnels on there, so much educational stuff that you could do it yourself, and then you can call us and we say, hey, we see you. Technology is amazing if you use it right. I'm not afraid of AI, because it's just like me having a butler or a maid that enhance what we do,
So if they really create something like you, just more of you. Right?
Yes, more of me.
If they create something that is not, because when I was coming in this morning, Rob, you know what I was thinking? We need to set it up to go on the road. We need to, now that we are where we are.
Yes.
I think going out in the community, having opportunities for people.
You think they'll come?
Now
I don't know. You think people will come?
Rob, trust me.
I don't know. We used to do a lot of workshops until the pandemic happened. Matter of fact, we used to have annually Henderson Financial Group, client appreciation events until pandemic.
Hey, so if your pastor, if you or your organization that you're with, might be interested in having us to come, hey, we don't care where it is, really. We're not walking. If you would like that for us to come, we love to go out
and enlighten.
And because the last time that we went out, oh man, those men, they were just excited.
They learned something
and to learn.
Yeah,
and to learn and to know, and therefore you get a chance to ask questions. One of the things that I used to do when I was program director at 99 Jams was I had Pastor Carter to come in every year.
King Carter.
Yeah, right. To speak to us, one, and then to set up private sessions for those who would like to go in and speak. So it's just that life is a beautiful thing.
But see, it's beautiful when you're sharing, when you don't have no fear, when you know that the more you give, the more you receive in more ways than one.
Right.
When I say the more you give, we're not just talking about monetary gift. We're talking about the more that we give of lessons and wisdom, the more we get more wisdom. And the more that I learn, As a matter of fact, me and Hyacinth and my office, we're going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to be in West Virginia for a 2-day workshop. Financial planning strategies, chess moves. It's good stuff that we're going to bring back to you. So we do it. We learn a lot, and as we learn, we bring it back to you. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things. Most people have traditional mortgages. There are mortgages that a HELOC mortgage, one mortgage. You think I'm talking about reverse mortgage or reverse purchase? It's a lot of strategies out here, and don't even get me talking about tax strategies. Oh my goodness gracious,
So many
stuff that you didn't even know that you could do. And he's like, why nobody ain't tell me? Well, the good book says if you don't seek, ask, and knock, shame on you. You cannot say God, and you cannot pray for money, because God has giving you people like me, people like James T. But you gotta be proactive. If you think it, then that means that's a gift. If you know you need to do better, you gotta active on it. You gotta active on it. You cannot say, man, I knew that. And some people come to me all the time. 10 years ago, they said they should have been here. What took you so long?
they weren't walking either. they just took the long road. Rob, it's we're out of time. But it's Haitian Heritage Month.
Okay.
So to all of Haitian viewers, Haitian families out there, as much as we don't know, it means that there's so much that we need to know about the Haitian people who helped us here in America. I've been, as a matter of fact, I'm going to an event today where they're going to be honoring Wycliffe today.
Wycliffe Jean from Fugees.
Used to be with the Fugees.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when we brought them down at 7th Avenue in Miami years ago. But, we can unite, man, with the gift that we've been given. Every one of us, God has gifted us. And it can be simply with that greater that's in us. We're not looking within. We're trying to find out what's out there, and we're basing our life on our circumstances and situations. No. Hey, come on. Hey, it's there for us. And the Henderson Financial Group can certainly help you with that. And not so much to enhance your finances as much as it is to enhance your life.
Your thinking.
Yes.
Yes, your life.
I'm not anxious to die to go to heaven.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to live and have heaven right here on earth. That's where I am. Hey, I'm not waiting.
Say, what if this is heaven? What if this is heaven?
And particularly if you're talking about he's coming, you think he's coming to, well, he did go to hell, but he went there to shut things down.
Hey, listen, every time I get more wisdom and understanding, I'm in heaven.
Oh, but Rob, that's what I said.
Boy, but when you broke, busted, and disgusted, you are in hell right now.
Oh, we gonna do this.
It feels bad.
So when we go to heaven, no, I'm doing this so that I can live a better life right here, and that I can have more to give more. Rob.
What if people find out this is heaven? They'll cry. So people cry. They be like, "Oh, this cannot be heaven. I'm in bad shape. I don't have no money." That'd be an awful thought, right? Oh, you're telling me this is it?
This was it.
This was it? Oh man, there ain't no far off land. Oh my God, it's like the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy could always have went home. She was already just clap her feet, just snap. Oh my God! Oh, man, what an awakening!
What an awakening!
But listen, James, we need prayer right now. After that, we need prayer.
Okay. Hey, first of all, we want to say thank you to all of you who share. And like Rob was saying about Mr. Pre and others who share the information. But again, the best way to help somebody else right now with information that you've heard is by getting in touch with the Henderson Financial Group. So we pray that God will bless you, that he will strengthen you, give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and an awakening to the fact that he has more for you than you can ask, think, or imagine. And all you have to do is ask, seek, and knock. So we pray that you'll ask, seek, and knock, and call the Henderson Financial Group so that you can be blessed to be a blessing. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Peace, love, be safe. Gotta go. Oh man, that was good, James. I like that.
Yeah, Doc.